Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, home to the Florida State Seminoles. And just listen to this crowd energy. For every Seminoles game, the war chant goes full throttle. This is not just any other matchup. Both teams come in ranked in the top 10, colliding early in the season, each trying to set the tone with a big statement. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. Returner choosing to field this one. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. So the Seminoles special teams don't do the offense any favors with that return. And Kirk, here comes the star tight end. There's so much emphasis in college football on using this position creatively. And man, this guy's as good as any of them.
Yeah, you nailed it, Chris. We've seen tight ends have a big impact in college football in the past, but what this guy is doing right now is unbelievable. Speed of a wide receiver, size and power of an offensive lineman. We're looking at a freak out there today.
Looking downfield, it's Glenn. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Gosh, I just love to watch this defense fly around. Great job here on 3rd down. Look at it. You're on the road. Things are going against you early in the game, and you block all that out, and you're running around with confidence making plays.
Incomplete. A huge 4th down stand by this defense. So out. Gets their first crack now. More of this game within the game, Kirk. You got the quarterback and the corner, 2 of the better guys in the country at their position, very aware of each other.
And on the other side, you got a quarterback that has an attitude of he doesn't care. He's confident in his ability to shift and move a defense at will. It's going to be a great matchup.
Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He'll be stopped short a couple yards from the goal line. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They'll run it here.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And they pick up the first on the ground. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, tie. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Remember, last time, both were on 4th down and got stopped. The opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And the tackle is made. The screen pass there produces a solid gain.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here, they get some positive yards.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Down he goes. A sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Short pass finds the tight end.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. Dropping back, it's Jackson. And he finds his target. He has the first. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver. And the ball comes out that fast. It puts so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. The Seminoles pick up enough yards to move the sticks. Rolling to his left outside the pocket. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Handing off on the draw play.
The defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
Now the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. Tactic works here. Now we've got a 4th down.
And the Seminoles line up on 1st and 10 now. Handoff in a single back formation. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Here's the 2nd down play. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And it's the senior getting home with the sack. He's going to lose yardage here. The defense pursues and forces him out of bounds. The 11th play of this marathon drive, but it's 3rd and long now. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. The 11th play of this marathon drive, but it's 3rd and long now. To the air, it's Jackson. Pressure is coming. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Quick throw to the left side. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a 1st and goal.
Well, it's a blown opportunity here for this defense. They get the offense all the way to 4th down and long. They got to get...
Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And he knocks through the PAT. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. They stop at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Here the back gets the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
We are deadlocked at the end of a fun, competitive first quarter. Let's check out the stats so far. After a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Punt team ready to boot it away. Looking to flip the field here. On the return, it's Gibson. And the returner is brought down. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
With the catch, it's Williams. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Lets it go quickly. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And a big gain across midfield moves the ball inside the enemy 40-yard line. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I would not want to look at the game film after their performance today. It's almost like they've been moonwalking backwards the entire game, getting pushed all around by the...
And the protection breaks down yet again, another sack.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home for the sack, and that brings up now a 3rd down and long. Boy, this defense is coming up with unique ways to be able to put that pressure and make this quarterback incredibly uncomfortable. See what they do here on 3rd down and long.
And the Knowles are moving quickly down the field. They're going to run it. It's a 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
The Knowles are going to cash in this red zone trip. Direct snap to the back. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Jackson. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Here we go. 3rd down close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Caught near the goal line. And the defense makes a saving tackle at the 2-yard line.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision.
Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
I think they completely caught this defense off guard. 4th down and goal. I think everybody thinks the quarterback's going to have the ability to run or throw, but instead they run the football in here, and they somehow get this touchdown.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They want to cut into this lead before halftime. They have to work quickly now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. And the quarterback dropping back. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage.
Chris, on this play, he has nobody open. It's better than taking a sack. He doesn't get intentional grounding because where he threw it, there was an intended receiver. I think there's no harm, no foul here.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And here comes the punter onto the field. He's going to kick it away for the 2nd time. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient, precise. Looking downfield, it's Jackson. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Pass hauled in inside the 15. Touchdown, Knowles. Strong game by this quarterback. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Bringing it out, it's Hale. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. Caught over the middle, it's Williams. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. One play moves the ball to the 48, another first down coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Going the other way, can they catch him? And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Quarterback looking to scramble. To bring him down short of the marker, and now it's going to be fourth down. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. The Seminoles will look to convert here on fourth down. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. And the Seminoles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Grab down the middle. It's Thomas. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference. Looking to pass here on second down. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackle at the 5-yard line. Now it's first and goal right there. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes onto the field. They'll set up at the right hash mark for this chip shot. Kick is up and no good. Off the miss, the lead is still 14, a two-possession game. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. And the Noles will kick this away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hale. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. But the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. to throw. It's Simpson. Running back grabs it on a screen. And he never had a chance. Tackle in the backfield.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
They got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs. It also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Makes a quick catch. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
Or it's snapped to the back. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down. Know what you need to do. Get the first down. Continue to hold on to that lead. Continue to work clock. And get that much closer to securing a victory.
That completion makes it second and medium. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Tackle, but first down. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. The Noles pick up enough yardage for a first down. Handoff from the shotgun. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up a 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
To go with a direct snap. The Seminoles pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs.
Now, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was 3rd down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Catch made by the tight end. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. Direct snap to the back. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not 1, not 2, but 3 rushing touchdowns in 1 game? What a day.
And the point after is right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fields it just outside the goal line. Oh, and he's got some space here. On the move. Still going. It's a foot race. They can't catch him. Touchdown. Special teams making a monster play. The returner gets the touchdown, but a bunch of guys contributed that time, Kurt.
Yeah, exactly right. The blocks up front really set the tone to be able to give him his chance. You don't see this happen very often in this game where a guy gets a chance to have a kickoff return for a touchdown. Everything has to be just perfect, and of course, he had the speed to be able to get it all the way to the end zone.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
2nd down play coming up. Dropping back, it's Jackson. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. And the Seminoles will line up on 1st and 10. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down. A gain makes it 2nd and medium.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive.
Oh, that one's picked off. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Got him, he's sacked.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Third down, the offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. To throw, it's Simpson. Looking for the wideout. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. You make the tackle, but he gains enough to make the first down in what should be the last play of the third quarter. And so far, we've been treated to a duel of big play wide receivers. These guys have been putting on a show, piling up the highlights through three quarters. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Gives it to the back. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And now the running back's got it again. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the first down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a two-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long.
Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Alabama. So here we go. Fourth quarter. They cut into the lead, but still work to do.
Well, I think the cool thing is that they're still battling, and they put themselves at least in a position now to possibly come back and maybe, who knows, win this game. But it's going to be up to their defense. They've got to get the ball back to have a chance.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
Now I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
To throw, it's Jackson. Bringing pressure. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. Or throwaway there. Gave up on the play. Now it's going to bring up third down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Caught near the sticks. It's McCoy. And the game just good enough for a first down.
When the defense gets these guys to third down, they got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
completion sets up a second down. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Tipped and then drops. A chance to make a play, but instead it's third down.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback and throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the Noles keep the football on the move. Or it's snapped to the back. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Second down after that completion. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Trying to make it 3 straight. Third down conversion. They need a yard here. We go with a direct snap. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down.
Here's a great example of back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. This defense just cannot get off the field. The long march moves on. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Incomplete and nearly picked off. They waste an opportunity for a much-needed takeaway, but it does set up fourth down.
Boy, oh boy, Chris, this quarterback is getting way too loose with the football. He's already thrown an interception on the last series, almost has another one here. He's got to start taking better care of the football.
And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And it's incomplete, and the drive will fizzle out here in the final minutes. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. First down here, time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's complete downfield. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late game comeback victory. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's Simpson. He's running out of time here. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. The completion sets up a second down play. Quarterback drops back. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second and long, but you'd expect another run here to try to bleed the clock. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Chris, as this game evolves every year with college football and we see more and more versions of some kind of spread offense, it puts so much pressure on this linebacker position because they're asked to do so much. This linebacker is able to sit back in zone, be comfortable in space, make the right read, and be able to be in place to knock the ball away.
The Noles begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Direct snap to the back. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Running out of time in the pocket. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. Incomplete. Second down coming up. Dropping back. It's Jackson. Snags a quick throw. Brought down, but crosses midfield to the 46.
Chris, another accurate throw by this quarterback, and this guy has just been on fire all game long. Over 200 yards passing, but more importantly, making great decisions for this offense and put them in a position to win this game.
What a huge collision blow delivered there by the linebacker.
Well, the offense has done a nice job of moving themselves down in this area to give themselves a chance. But, man, the quarterback's got to continue to make good decisions and not put the ball in harm's way.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Third down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. Or it's snapped to the back. And moves the ball to the 35. Another first down.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Pulls it in. It's McCoy. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points. Fans of the defense got to be frustrated. The offense cannot be stopped here. And looking to throw now on first down. Caught quickly. Mark out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This offense producing chunk plays through the air. First and goal. They play this right, they can pretty much put the game on ice. We go with a direct snap. Touchdown, Florida State. This offense really clicking. Kicking team on now for the extra point. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. They'll return it from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. On first and 10, looking to throw. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Catch made for a big game, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game. So a good W here. Their season is up and running. The goal was to be 1-0, but also, Kirk, we got a chance to see what this team is capable of when they play their best.
I completely agree with you, Chris. I was definitely impressed with this performance. We'll just have to see how far this team can really go.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Thank you for watching.